Chat. The bizarre case of Stephen McDaniel. Make sure this bitch is up.
Professionals evaluate stalking. When forensic health professionals evaluate stalking, 4 essential items are taken into consideration. The nature of the relationship between the stalker and the victim, the stalker's motivations, the psychological, psychopathological, and social realities of the stalker, and the psychological and social vulnerabilities of the victim. The subject of this episode is 25-year-old Stephen McDaniel, and to gain a deeper understanding of the foregoing components, we have to extract certain elements through the knowledge of hindsight. The evolution of technology over the past 2 decades has made forensic investigations considerably more efficient. 2 of the items on this list can now be examined through a single component, which would otherwise take forensics weeks or even months to conduct in a previous era. And that component is the internet, or more specifically, internet search history. The disclosure of web browser data is often a crucial piece of evidence.
You don't want to look at my history. Let me tell you that. No.
For building a case, as it can unveil many aspects of a suspect's personality that would otherwise be kept hidden. And this is sometimes far more effective than anything else presented in court, including information extracted during a full confession. Without going into specific detail, a large majority of the subject's time was spent watching porn that surrounded the theme of violence and torture. He would also conduct back-to-back searches of how to commit sexual assault.
So this guy's low-key a gooner. Is what you're telling me. He's low-key a gooner. He really goons like that.
And would type in several variations of the phrase, how to molest sleeping girl.
Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay.
This is an overt sign of desensitization to sexual activity. Excessive exposure to online pornography can have this effect over time. It can build up a tolerance to the traditional idea of sex, therefore the subject may continue a more potent form of stimuli to get the same rush. For Stephen McDaniel, this began with watching abstract material on the internet and eventually led him to planning and then carrying out what he saw on screen. His target was 24-year-old Lauren Giddings, his next-door neighbor of 3 years. And this takes us to item 4 of the forensic checklist. With respect to social vulnerabilities, the victim essentially had none. Lauren was outgoing and extremely popular. She was a well-liked member of her community and had a strong social support system. With relation to psychological vulnerabilities, the term perceptual naivety would potentially come to light during a forensic investigation. Stephen had asked her out on a date within 6 months of their acquaintance, which was reportedly only the second time they had ever spoke. Lauren declined, but stated she would like to remain friends, which was only her being courteous and trying to soften the blow of rejection. She would later tell her actual friends that Stephen made her feel extremely uneasy and was uncomfortable to be around. It may have seemed like a non-essential observation at the time, but in hindsight, it appears that her instinctive senses were trying to tell her something. Lauren had told her friends multiple times that she felt someone had been inside her apartment, and she also started getting an eerie vibe when she came back alone, especially late at night. It was as though she could sense something wasn't right, and she even thought about moving multiple times. But unfortunately,
low-key.
I fucking love all of you motherfuckers!
Kalian 2255 is now following.
Thank you for the follow. Low-key though, why did I say it like that? Yeah, trust your gut. Your gut is like 90% all the time, right? Low-key, 90%. Your gut is 90% right 90% of the time, I would say. Maybe there's that little, because some of it, don't mistake your gut feeling with overthinkingness, okay? Don't mistake those two.
Fortunately, never went through with it. The reality was that Stephen McDaniel had stolen a master's key from a security guard and let himself into her apartment and looked around on several occasions. He also started filming her when she would leave and return to her apartment during all hours of the day. Had Lauren been in this situation before, or even knew anyone that had, she may have trusted her intuition and unknowingly saved herself from a tragic fate. But that's the key word: trust. She had no proof of the danger she was in, only conviction, which unfortunately wasn't strong enough when it was most needed.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. really is just
Stephen McDaniel snuck into Lauren's apartment once more, only this time she was sleeping inside. As he crept into her bedroom, she awoke and immediately panicked once she saw the intruder.
Yeah, I would
McDaniel then
too.
pounced on top of her.
Okay, but first of all, you were recording shit in her bedroom. How the fuck did we even get that footage? Second of all, my day's going good. How about yours? Third of all, what the fuck? Why does he look like that?
And proceeded to strangle her for roughly 15 minutes.
What the
Lauren
fuck?
put up a courageous fight and clawed at her attacker's face and chest, but she was eventually overpowered and died of asphyxiation. After the murder, Stephen dismembered Lauren's body in the bathtub with a hacksaw. He cut his victim into 5 pieces, placed each piece in a trash bag, and then disposed of each of them in separate trash cans
Oh
around
my
campus. 3 days later,
My
Lauren's
eyes
concerned
regular just
friends
say
would
shit.
arrive at her apartment and let themselves in with a spare key. McDaniel would notice from his window and invited himself inside as he offered to help. All of her belongings were still inside, including her cell phone, driver's license, and passport. A missing persons report was filed that night. A search party commenced the next morning, and police would discover the victim's torso at 9:40 a.m. It was placed in a trash can next to the apartment complex. The rest of the victim's
America.
remains were never recovered. The investigation was then switched from a missing person to murder. Police canvassed the surrounding area and began conducting interviews with neighbors and classmates, one of whom was Stephen McDaniel. But he was first interviewed by the local news, and at the time was unaware that part of the victim's remains had been discovered.
We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see her?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know anybody
Okay,
any
Texas.
enemies she might have had?
I'm in
Somebody that might want to
Iowa.
hurt her?
No, we just don't know where she is. And
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
body?
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's why we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think
Sure.
I need to sit down.
Okay.
Well, this guy's acting like a victim.
This is most likely a genuine reaction disguised as another. He is most likely feeling a sense of fear and shock over the fact a substantial piece of evidence has been
Wait,
discovered.
First of all, Ord. I was about to say hi, but at this point, I want to say bye. Why? What? Why? We're watching the bizarre case of Stephen McDaniel, buddy. What's wrong with that? You don't like what crime shit? You don't fuck with crime shit?
Plays it off as a feeling of sorrow over the loss of his supposed friend.
I don't know anyone that would want to hurt her. She was as nice a person as there is.
Was she moving soon? Did you know anything about her?
Yeah, she was going to be moving out today. Why would anyone do this? Maybe I could have helped.
I mean, they went in, we looked around the place, no sign of a struggle, no sign that anyone had broken in, just nothing.
He was interviewed by police at 11:50 a.m. and offered to help in any way he could, yet came across as fidgety and apprehensive the entire time. There were 2 highlighted moments of the interview. The first was when Stephen asserted that he was a virgin, saving himself for marriage. The second was when the detective discovered scratch marks on his face and stomach, which he asserted were done by himself in his sleep. He at that point unknowingly became the prime suspect and was asked if police could search his apartment. Stephen reluctantly accepted and was then transported back to the complex with 4 other investigators. While searching his apartment, they discovered a collection of swords, guns, toilet rolls, stockpiled provisions as if he was expecting an apocalyptic event.
Yo, why
and a
does he have
mask made
swords
out of
up in
women's
there?
underwear. The most
Wait.
significant discovery called Bastive
Okay, that was
complex
kinda-
with 4 other investigators. While searching his apartment, they discovered a collection of swords,
He literally has is medieval source from Game of Thrones up in
stockpiled
there.
provisions as if he was expecting an apocalyptic event, and a mask made out of women's underwear. The most
Oh
significant
my
discovery,
God.
however, was a pack of condoms. Stephen was
He's a
asked
freak.
why he would have such an item in his possession if he was staying celibate before marriage.
'Cause he's
At
a
which
freak.
point he miraculously confessed to stealing them from another apartment. This gave the detectives probable cause for arrest, and Stephen was placed in handcuffs and brought back to the police station.
Probable cause
His
of being a
interrogation
freak.
began just after 11 p.m.
All right, brother. All right, brother. All right.
All right,
I
brother.
just gotta ask you a few more questions. You came down earlier tonight, me and you talked, all right. You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
No.
That's just you are. What's wrong? You know I'm Detective Patterson, right?
Yes.
Do you remember, put your hands up here, you remember us talking earlier tonight, right?
Yes.
You remember me earlier in the day?
Yes.
When we came down here and talked a little bit and then we left?
Yes.
Okay.
The monotone
No, fuck you
dialogue
don't.
and lifeless
You don't
demeanor you
care.
see here reportedly started on the drive back to the police station, and the suspect's conduct throughout the entire procedure is not only mystifying, but almost impressive. This is one of the most extraordinary pieces of interrogation footage to ever reach the public domain.
I need to know about this girl right here. You know her?
Yes.
Who is that?
Lauren Giddings.
Does she live next door to you?
Yes.
When's the last time you seen her?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
He's lying. He killed her.
Okay. Was you friends with Lauren?
Yes.
Look at me when you talk to me, son. Okay?
The suspect has morphed himself into this abnormal and extremely creepy character. Whether it's a strategy or some sort of mental breakdown is unclear. But what's incredible is that it somewhat dictates the pace of the interrogation. The detective has just closed the distance and commanded eye contact, both of which are recognized
I give up
techniques
on
to
my hair.
increase
I don't even care
psychological
anymore.
pressure. Yet the absurdly haunting manner in which the suspect turns his head and fixes his gaze unnerves the detective to the point where he becomes the one to look away and reset his posture. This essentially never happens in interrogations, as it can give the suspect an incredible boost in confidence.
Look at me when you talk to me, son. Okay? Was you friends with her?
Yes.
Close friends?
We were good.
I mean, y'all were friends, right? Both of
Yes.
y'all were law students. You're studying to be an attorney, right?
Yes.
What kind of law do you want to go into? Criminal law?
Yes.
Civil? Is that what you want to do for a living?
Yes.
Okay.
The detective steps back.
I have something to admit. I've been wanting. I told my mom, I might not get a normal job. I might become a police officer. Imagine me a police officer. Watch this. Heads in the air. You guys take me serious? Would I be taken serious as a police?
Trivial questions for 35 seconds before attempting to ramp up the pressure in a more subtle manner.
And you've lived next to Lauren for a long time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where she's at tonight?
No.
Hmm?
No.
Have you ever seen her with that dress on?
Fuck no.
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 You have no idea where she's at?
No.
No.
Yes. Look, just tell me what happened, brother.
I don't know.
Well, where's she at? I need you, I'm asking you for your help. I'm a detective, and I'm asking you for your help. Can you help me?
I don't know.
Dude, why is this guy talking like Playboy Cardi?
You can't help a friend out?
You
I
are
don't
not
know what
Cardi.
you need.
I need to know where Lauren's at.
I don't know.
Do you even care that no one can find her?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know, do you?
He's just the
Yes.
reason. That's why he's not caring, because he's the reason. Yeah, what's up, something wrong? What's up, fish? We're watching a criminal thing. It's a bizarre case of a dude who
What's up with
kidnapped.
the pair of underwear that was in your apartment?
It's a bizarre case of a dude who was stalking a girl and then killed her.
It was like a mask. It was cut out like a mask, dude. You cut underwear out to look like a mask?
No.
He be cutting up girls
Are
on.
you
He's a
knife
freak,
collector
bro.
Or a knife person, or
He's a freak.
you just like knives?
I used to collect swords.
I mean, do you know your swords?
Yes.
I mean, to sell and trade swords?
No.
He also has a giant
how
collection
Lauren
of
looked
swords,
with the
medieval
long hair
swords,
last
and
time you seen her?
shields.
Yes.
Or that's how she looks?
Yes.
I mean, earlier today, me and you sit here and talk normal. What's going on with you now? Why are you acting like this?
Because
I need to know.
he's trying to be
Why all
Playboy
of a sudden
Cardi
you're
so
acting like
bad.
this?
I don't understand.
Okay. Earlier today, we
the fuck
sat
is
here
that
and
emo?
talked. But now you're acting like you don't know what's going on. I mean, did something happen or something to you? I mean, why
He's
are
not
you
speaking.
Why are you shutting down? Why are you not talking to me?
He's not speaking.
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you scared?
There might be a lost
No.
cause.
I mean, you're not scared, are you?
No.
He def guilty.
Stephen's
Well,
demeanor
obviously.
doesn't waver for the first 20 minutes, so the detective eventually takes a more distinctly aggressive approach. He attacks the subject's character to see if it might coax him out of the act and into defending his dignity.
You got your ass on that fucking news
Mm-hmm.
and stood out there
Mm-hmm.
and gave a media report that her mother saw
He didn't want to speak with a lawyer, I'm guessing.
about her missing daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And you want me to sit there and tell him that you don't know? Is that what you want me to tell him?
He's a
Because
gooner.
you're all over the news. You sure stood out there and ran your mouth to the news media. But now you're going to get out here and you don't fucking know. You know.
It's like a
You're just
dad.
a sorry piece of shit that don't give a fuck.
Oma.
Right?
Oma.
No.
Well, why'd you tell the media everything? Do you need to see what you told the media today? It was on the 11 o'clock news. Well, I'm asking you. Tell me. I want to know.
I don't know where she is.
That ain't what you told the media. You didn't stand in front of that camera and say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Sir, what if he doesn't know?
I need you to tell me what you want me to tell her mother.
His hair is
And
horrendous.
then
You
I
should see it
won't
up
ask you another
close.
thing. I'm not going to tell her mother that you don't know, because her mother saw you on the news tonight, and she cried all the way down to Macon. Because you had the balls to get on the news and tell everybody everything. So this little
Everything.
act that you're doing right now ain't working with me. Okay? So you need to snap out of it and tell me what the hell happened, so we can move on.
I don't know.
Well,
Oh my God.
how many times you gonna say I don't know? How many times you gonna say it? If you did something
I don't know.
that you regret, you need to let me know.
I didn't.
Well, who did?
I don't know.
Whether it was planned or not, the second detective enters the room with a similar strategy of immediate aggression. Rapport development seems to have been collectively thrown by the wayside.
What's up, buddy?
God.
Did you talk to him about his guns?
It's Jerry.
When was the last time you shot those guns?
I haven't.
You've never shot a gun?
No.
Have you ever shot any gun in your whole life?
No.
Never.
Cap.
No.
Why the fuck would you have a gun if you never shot a gun? Chad, I have to admit something. I shot a gun. One time. I shot it in a tree when I was young. It was a sniper rifle. I don't know what kind of sniper rifle it was. Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. I don't know. But guy with the bald spot and needs a hair transplant? I agree, and I hope that's not me in the future. I hope I don't bald like that. Low key, I have like a tiny bald spot, bro. Am I cooked? Oh my god, bro. I'm cooked. Chat, where can you go get hair transplants? Where can you go to get hair transplants? Bro. Oh my god, bro. GG. I'm searching up where I can go to get hair transplants. To address a bald spot, you should consult a dermatologist. Okay. Well, don't we have like doctors who could do that? Like in like Afghanistan or something? One of them states out there. I don't know if it's Afghanistan. I'm just yapping, but like any state like that's away from us, I feel like kind of go crazy. Guys, when I'm 40, I'm shaving off all my hair. I'm becoming bald. I'm becoming bald at 1,000 followers on Twitch.
So you bought 3 guns that you've never shot?
Yes.
Why?
To have.
For what?
To have.
All right,
For what? I'm asking for what?
you can buy guns and never
Why
shoot
you
them.
wanna have them?
Wait, no, hold on. I feel like I'm not on this guy's side or anything, but you can buy guns and never shoot them, all right? Unless the time comes, you know? Some people just don't be like shooting guns.
It's important to you to have 3 guns. That's an easy question. Come on, talk to me, buddy. Me and you talked all day today. We ain't had a problem communicating. Why is it important for you to have 3 guns? Do you not know?
No.
You say you don't know where Lauren is, right?
Right.
I
You said
bought
you
a
told me earlier
flint
you and
lock
Lauren were
and never
friends,
shot
right?
it.
Yes.
Yo.
How would you describe y'all's relationship?
What are we playing? Assassin's Creed?
She was
Sea of
my
Thieves?
friend.
She was your friend. What did you ever do things for her? Did she ever do things for you? What did she ever do for you?
We talked.
We talked. What y'all talk about?
News.
The news. Okay. How many times have you been in her apartment with her?
Oh my god, this guy's leaving the VC. This guy's leaving the VC.
I don't know.
GG.
You don't know?
This guy got so tired he left the VC.
If you had to guess, what was your, I mean, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, what?
Maybe 2.
This
Maybe
barber
2.
did him dirty.
See, if I had only been somewhere twice, I could remember that. If I had been there over 50 times and you asked me how many times I've been, like, I don't know, a lot. But the fact that you've only been there twice, when I say how many times you've been there, you say you don't know, that's just odd to me. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
That does make sense. So what I'm saying right now makes sense.
No.
Oh my god, they definite VC.
Lauren's missing.
Oh, never mind.
This pretty little girl right here, your neighbor, she's missing.
Much like Detective 1, Detective 2 now valiantly moves in for the psychological charge. He closes the distance and locks eye contact.
He's
His
cooking.
physical demeanor, alongside a prolonged gaze, will hopefully crack the suspect's fortified barrier. Once broken, the momentum will commence and the suspect will be more likely to divulge incriminating information. All the detective has to do is maintain eye contact for longer than his adversary. It's a psychological battle of attrition between 2 opposing forces.
Am I winning?
And these moments can sometimes last for minutes on end.
I know.
Me and you both know it's no different than when you was a little kid, right? And you reached in that cookie jar and you got caught after your mama told you not to get that cookie.
I never had a
She
cookie
was-
jar.
Did you get a cookie?
I never had a cookie
No.
jar. Chad, did you have a
Whenever
cookie
you tell a
jar?
lie,
Fish, did you
you
have a
feel
cookie
bad
jar?
about it right then. One, with every lie, there's a chance you're going to get caught. And that weighs on you. Because you know you did something bad. Am I right?
I didn't do it.
You didn't take the cookie?
Never had a cookie
No.
jar.
You smell like you've been cleaning up, like you've been using cleaner to clean up. I know what that smells like. My wife smells like that all the time when she cleans the house. You've been using some kind of cleaner to clean up your apartment, hadn't you?
No.
Steven, you telling me you live it like a man? How does your apartment get cleaned?
Oh.
I cleaned it.
When was the last time you cleaned it, Steven?
I don't remember.
Was it this week?
Capping.
You mean you go a whole week without cleaning?
Yes.
Why? That's horrible, Steven. I don't know how else to say it, Steven. Let me tell you what I think. I think that she was a friend of yours.
I think you was a
Look
bitch.
at her right here. I think that she was a friend of yours. And I think something happened, Steven.
What happened, Steven?
You used to watch her come in and out of her apartment, didn't you?
No.
Well, how y'all doing?
Oh
We
God,
just
this
talked.
guy rejoined the VC.
See that pretty girl right there?
Yes.
You telling me you looked at a pretty girl like that and you never once thought...
I really don't have to
ever,
clean my room. My room
Man.
stays clean.
She looks good.
Well, I'll take that back. My room doesn't stay clean, but like I don't really be fucking my room up like that. The thing that I really have to clean is up under my desk because like my feet is up under there half the time, and then I gotta like get a broom and like, you know. But my room really doesn't get that dirty just because I have nothing really too dirty. So it's like it's not that hard to keep a room clean.
You never thought that?
I don't understand.
Pause the water bottle. That's real. That is real though. That is real.
What do you mean you don't
I have like
understand?
3 of them.
You know how when you're sitting there, you see a girl walking down the road, and you say, man, that girl looks good. You ever see a good-looking girl down the road, you think to yourself, man, that girl looks good?
Yes.
You never thought that about her?
Yes.
So, you mean to tell me...
Chad, if you saw me on the street, would you say, damn, that girl looks good? Okay. All right. Think we're on the same page. Think we're on the same page.
You look at porn on the internet and get off to that, but you never looked at her and said, man, I
Oh, yeah,
wonder
this
what
guy's
you might
also
have
a
sex with
professional
her.
gooner all the
Yes.
time.
You have?
No.
Steven, this is hard, buddy. I know this is hard.
I'm hard.
And I can tell it's on you. You want to let it go. There's blood in your apartment, Steven. You didn't get it all up.
No,
This
that's
is
just
the widely
ketchup.
recognized futility technique, which is used to make the subject believe it is useless to resist due to the overwhelming evidence against them. It's most effective when the interrogator can play on doubts that already exist in the subject's mind. The only problem here is that Stephen didn't dismember Lauren inside his apartment. It all happened in Lauren's apartment, so the detective's bluff is already called at this point.
It didn't all come off. You scrubbed and you wiped. But we can tell that. Don't you watch CSI? Yeah, we know it. Steven, why is there blood in your bathroom?
Uh-oh.
The detective now completely shifts his strategy from confrontational and aggressive to sympathetic and understanding. He attempts to create a connection and then afford Stephen a more socially acceptable reason for the crime. This is extremely difficult to pull off after
I
a
would've fought
direct
this up,
confrontation, as there is
The thing with detectives, the whole key point of detectives is getting comfortable with the murderer so the murderer can like pretend like he has a friend, and so he starts folding. All you got to do is not let the detective get into your head. Like, don't get in your skin. Every detective, no matter who you're talking to, no matter how nice they talk to you, is an op. Okay? If you're a criminal, the detectives are an op. So, it's like, you know, you can't let them be your friend. None of them are there to be your friend. All of them are there to get paid. And you got to keep that in your head. All of them are there to get paid.
no established rapport nor trust. The usual routine is the exact opposite. You would first build rapport and then get aggressive once a connection has been attained.
I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. I wanted to be here with you to go through that
Hold on. I'll be right back. I got pissed.
process because I know you're not a monster, man. I know you're not a bad guy.
I'm a monster. I can
You're just a
swallow a
hard-working
bottle
student trying
of.
to pass a bar exam, ain't you? You ain't got a lot of support from your family, do you?
Yes.
You do?
The strategy fails at the first hurdle. Stephen immediately shuts down the afforded sympathy and reasoning behind the alleged crime, which was the concept of unsupportive parents. But the detective now attempts to roll with it.
A lot of people can't say that. And the fact that you do have support from your family should make things easier. Because your family wants to feel like they've raised somebody that tells the truth and is honest, right?
Yes.
Did you hurt that girl, Stephen?
No.
Have you ever hurt anyone, Stephen?
Did you hurt that girl, Steven?
No.
Come on, Steven.
You never hurt anyone.
Steven.
No.
I've
Tell the
hurt
truth,
people,
Stephen.
Stephen.
You're a fucking idiot,
I've made
Steven.
mistakes in my life. It's not even normal to say you've never hurt anybody. Sometimes people get mad.
Oh,
They say
God.
things they don't
This
mean
guy
to say
joined
that
back in the
hurts.
VC. Hey, we
You
got
never
Peter
kicked
Griffin
the
in the
dog or
VC
a
now,
cat?
Chad.
The lead detective then asks non-confrontational questions for almost 30 minutes, which is most likely to see if it will change the suspect's demeanor and the manner in which he responds. But it doesn't. Stephen maintains the same lifeless disposition which he has now kept up for almost 90 minutes.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to people that he works with and everything. They talk about how he's always expresses himself.
But he don't know.
He's very talkative. Stephen, they say you're so talkative, buddy, that you're always so friendly. You stop in and say hello, and you talk. Why is it that you're acting so short with us tonight? If you have all this character and personality about you, why is it that everything that we get from you is yes, no, or I don't know?
I don't know.
Is it bad? I know these people done like terrible
Why you
things,
acting
and
like
I
this,
want them to get their punishment. But it would be kind of cool to see one actually get away with it.
Yeah, I'm able to talk in complete sentences.
That sounded crazy. Never mind what I said.
Like we're having a conversation, but the only thing you're bringing to the table is a yes, no, or I don't know. Stephen, did you hurt that girl?
No.
Would you tell me if you did?
Yes.
Have you lied to me at all in this interview?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Stephen.
you have, Stephen. When was the last time you did laundry?
A few weeks ago.
You ain't washed clothes in a few weeks?
Damn.
Yeah.
Why?
I have a lot of clothes.
No, you don't. That's another lie. You don't have a lot of clothes.
Yes, I do.
No. You got
Yikes.
enough underwear to last you 3 weeks?
Yes.
Do you wear the same pair of underwear more than one day?
Yes.
Wow.
Why?
Is it
Yikes.
still clean enough to wear?
Where's that little girl, Stephen?
I don't know.
Stephen, you know. You're going to look at this right here, this little girl right here, and you're going to say you don't know? I know you know.
He's playing bad cop.
I don't know.
Yes, you know. What are you going to say tomorrow when I say we got your hair? What are you going to say to me then? Because you know, like I go like that. Look at my hair. That's how easy it falls out. Look at all that on your head. You don't think none fell out? It did.
As we know, Stephen went inside Lauren's apartment with
Yikes,
her friends
bro.
3 days after she was already deceased. This would give reason for his DNA being found at the scene, and would essentially nullify its use as damnatory evidence. Stephen, being a law student, would be well aware of this.
We just want to give you an opportunity to tell it.
When you gonna play
So you
Sound
don't
with?
look
I
like
could
a
play some
monster
tonight.
at the end. Because you know what? I don't believe that you're a monster, Stephen. I believe that you're a good guy. You've been picked on. Girls didn't show you the respect that you deserved. You did something stupid. And I believe you feel bad about it. And that's why you're all freaked out right now. But I'm giving you the opportunity to get right. I'm giving you an opportunity to show everybody you're not a monster, that you feel bad about what happened. Your hair's there, man.
No, I saw a monster.
Your hair is there.
No
That's
cap.
right, buddy. See that? Look at it. See how easy? See this stuff right here, your hair?
That was nasty.
Yeah, it
Why'd you
fell
do
out
that?
of your head when you was moving the body, Stephen. That's right. Do you remember moving the body?
No.
Yes, you do, Stephen. Why, man? Why? Tell me, bud. Why'd you do it, Stephen?
I didn't do it.
Stephen, why are you going to keep telling that? You hurt that girl.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, Stephen. You hurt her, man.
I'm not gonna lie, we have enough mods. If
She
one
was
of them get
screaming.
unmodded, then you can have it, I guess.
Screaming, Stephen. Why? And I know you feel bad.
Yeah, I don't understand why some of these people
I
like
can see it in your face.
aren't smarter when they commit crimes.
What
Like,
came over you, man?
why we
What
not?
happened, Stephen?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. You couldn't control it, could you?
I didn't do it.
Stephen! They steal your hair and take it over there? They didn't, did they? That's right. It's all sinking in right now. He knows, is what
He
you're
knows.
thinking.
He knows, Steven, you know.
Stephen, I don't want it to be a game between
Steven.
me and you.
I want to have to kick you out of the VC so you get locked in a jail
I know it
VC.
hurts, and I know you're not an awful person, and you want to tell it. Your hair was there, Stephen.
Yeah, John Pork
We've
saw
all
everything,
known it all
Steven.
along. We wanted just to give you an opportunity to tell what happened. Did y'all have sex?
Okay.
No.
Steven.
Did you try to have sex?
No.
You think about having sex?
No.
Liar.
Steven, John Pork
What
Salad.
kind of man doesn't think about having sex? You said earlier you like girls, right?
Yes.
You said she's a pretty girl, right?
Yes.
What'd you do to her, Stephen?
I didn't do anything.
You're lying. You hurt that girl.
No, I didn't.
Sure it did, and that's why you're having this massive meltdown right now.
The detective quite literally repeats the phrase, "You hurt that girl," to which Stephen responds, "No, I didn't." And this
No, I
goes on
didn't.
for the best part of 20 minutes. Perhaps the detective's strategy was to
Nuh-uh.
induce mental exhaustion, yet it
No, I
had no
didn't.
effect whatsoever.
Why did you hurt that girl?
I didn't. Nuh-uh. No, I didn't.
Why'd you
Nuh-uh.
hurt her, Stephen?
I didn't.
You hurt her, Stephen.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna take this from me. You don't deserve to look at it. Just stay right here, okay?
Okay.
I appreciate all your cooperation tonight, okay?
Okay.
He got
All
deafened
right,
in
we're ready to
VC.
go. I just need to discuss a few more things with you.
The Peter Griffin
The
joint.
lead detective now abandons the pursuit of
They
any
do?
sort of admission. He instead proceeds to belittle and humiliate the suspect as much as possible. It may have a tactical purpose, but it's more likely out of frustration, alongside
do.
the fact he is certain of the suspect's culpability.
Where I know earlier today you told me you stayed home all weekend, right? In your apartment.
Yes.
Did anybody see you? Did you talk to anybody over the weekend? Were you on your computer all weekend? Is there anything I can look at that I can say he couldn't be involved because he was on the computer? Or he was online
Laughing at Chad.
on a porn site, or he was online doing college work or anything?
Yeah,
That would
huh?
exclude you
You heard
being
that, girl,
involved
Steven.
altogether.
Nuh-uh. No, I didn't.
Anybody see you this
Nuh-uh.
weekend at the house?
No, no, no.
Did you go out to get a newspaper? Did you wave to a neighbor, or you just locked yourself in all week?
Yes.
Nobody saw you?
No.
I mean, what do you just stay
This
in the
dude's a
house all
fucking
day?
gooner. Lock him
Yes.
up.
I mean, what do
We're
you do all
gooning.
day in the house? I mean, you've always done that your whole life? You don't have no friends?
I
How
have,
can you go your whole life without a friend?
I have friends.
Where they at?
I don't. Say I if you're my friend.
Where they at? You have any friends here in Macon?
Yes.
Name one, because everybody I talk to said
Aw.
that's your friend.
Ryan Granger, Cass Lawson, Ashley Morehouse, Carmen Love.
That's the same people I talked to today, and they're not your friend. Okay?
One of the reasons interrogations are so fascinating is the ethical vacuum it creates for everyone inside its bubble. In any other circumstance, the detective's behavior here would be considered cruel and reprehensible. He's essentially bullying the suspect, yet the empathy we would normally have is now stripped away through the impression of retribution. We know this person has done something horrific, and the treatment he is now receiving is merited through his own actions.
We're not your friend. I mean, it's all over anyways. I just wanted to know what was going on tonight.
Steven. Did you hurt that girl?
I mean,
No. I did.
we know what you did to her, so we just want to know if you were going to tell us or not.
I didn't do anything.
Did you have for dinner?
That's what you say.
Nothing. I haven't ate dinner yet, Loki.
So, you're fucked either way.
I've been thinking we were making dinner.
You're fucked.
He said you fucked.
We already know. We know you killed her. We know you put her body in the trash can. The news media knows it. Glenda knows it, your mother. Your sister knows it. Your sister's husband knows it.
Oh my
The one
God.
that used to beat your sister.
Oh my
He
God.
knows it. You know what he said? He said he's a crazy motherfucker, is what he said.
Oh my.
When I called him. That's your own family calling you crazy.
That's kind of
Nobody
crazy.
wants to see you. Nobody's coming to visit you.
That's sad.
So you can sit there with that dumb look on your face. But it's over.
Oh, this guy. Oh, he left the VC. Now this guy's alone in the VC.
The entire interrogation took over 2 hours. When sped up by 20,000%, you truly get a glimpse
Hey,
of
buddy,
how
just hit that
remarkable the
disconnect button.
suspect's catatonic performance was.
Walk out. Hit that disconnect button and walk out, buddy. These motherfuckers switching back and forth. This guy got like Popeyes or some shit he's drinking out of. What is that? Taco Bell? Is that a Baja Blast he had? Is that what time it is? It's 1 a.m. and he's still in there, bro?
His mother came to speak with him soon
Yo,
after
like,
this
lock
moment,
him
and
up
although he
already.
maintained his innocence, he immediately snapped out of the zombie-like character. It's difficult to interpret the reasoning behind the performance, whether it was a pre-planned strategy, improvised in the moment, or some type of psychological breakdown is unclear. But whatever it was,
Would
it
you
evidently
eat 10
seemed to
pizzas
work,
in
as the
less than
interrogators
2
got
hours
nothing.
for
The
$100?
suspect's behavior was so abnormal,
Let me
they
think,
were
less than 2
essentially at a
hours?
loss with what to do, or where to even start with
10
a specific plan of
pizzas,
attack.
though?
The evidence,
No.
however, was irrefutable. Hundreds of pictures of Lauren were discovered on Stephen's flat.
10 pizzas? Dude, I can't even get past like 2. I can't even get past 1. Like, I'm really seriously trying to sit here and put myself in like a shoe where I would have to eat 10 pizzas if I was really hungry. But it's like, I don't think I could even get past 1 pizza. So how would I get past 10 for $100? GG is that $100, bro. Sure.
Flash drive, along with multiple video recordings of inside her apartment. A hacksaw was found in a supply closet of the apartment complex, and it was marked red with what was later identified as Lauren's blood through DNA testing. The packaging for the exact same hacksaw was found in Stephen's apartment. When confronted with the evidence,
Get a hacksaw,
he took
might
plea
hit him with a
deal to avoid
hacksaw.
the death penalty and was rendered a life sentence without the possibility of parole. He is currently being held at the high-security Hancock State Prison in Sparta, Georgia.
Yo.
Good to be back. Hope you're doing well. This
Hey.
is the 6th and final installment
Hey.
of my Steve.
Hey. We did it. We surpassed an entire 38-minute video. Yippee.